Hello, everyone. Tonight we are starting right off with a content warning. Tonight's game features horror themes that include but are not limited to hearing voices, feeling compelled by someone, and obsession. As always, take care with yourselves and your mental health. We appreciate you being here, but self-care always comes first. We do have a content warning clear message that shows up in chat if you want to keep us muted and open another tab. But otherwise, I hope you're here and enjoy the horror. Mere moments after stepping aboard to survey the damage, Buddy gets a call. Good morning, First Mate. You are requested to report to the onshore medical bay. Arriving to see doctors swarming about, Buddy locks eyes with Dr. Tochi as they talk calmly to the scarred crew member who was escorted off, lulling them into compliance. An ACT representative approaches with a small clipboard. Hello, First Mate. It's your call on how we're going to handle this, but Petty Officer O'Hara is really useful. They're going to need the medical attention anyways, so we thought we could make them perhaps more helpful for you. Buddy nods, their signature smile pasting into place. A helpful crew is a happy crew. A tingle radiates down Buddy's spine as they receive an alert. New device connected. Just as Isaiah walks in with a shining metal chip, O'Hara's new implant. Waking from a deep sleep, Leo starts to sweat and sob, though he's not sure why. Pain sucks at his chest, and he stands up from bed quickly, only to immediately collapse to the ground. The tears flow free as he begins to hear something. More loyal. A happy crew. Please, listen, just be calm. Kneeling and screaming into the void at the top of his lungs, Leo tries to drown out the voices. As his own voice fades, Leo's head clatters against the floor with a hollow thud as he mutters, Sheldon. Welcome back to Delta Shift. I'm Matt, pronouns he, him, and I will be your storyteller this evening for the finale episode of this lovely adventure. We are playing our non-homebrew because it's in a book. David said so.
How that works.
TTRPG system called Duality, which you can support right now. That is fair. I am probably peaking a bit. I will adjust that. You can support that right now on our Kickstarter. And I will kick it over to Kay. I don't think I've started a session with you yet.
Oh, sure. And this is the one you kicked to me first while I'm processing that. Thanks, Matt. You're the best. You are. Hey, all. I am Kay Purcell. She, they pronouns. I'm one half of Chaotic Wholesome. You can find me over there Tuesdays at a lot of times. But tonight I'm playing O'Hara, Sheldon O'Hara. They, he, Chief Security Officer, and apparently not hearing the voices they're supposed to be hearing. Lamia.
Hey, I'm Cassie, also known as Lamia. I am playing Dr. Tochi, who apparently is quite effective at her job. So yeah, wonderful. Let's go with my buddy over here, Brian.
Hi, I
Done
am
it yet.
Bohemian, aka Brian. My pronouns are he, they. I will be playing Buddy Nima, formerly First Mate, but due to a emergency situation in command of the CSC Echo, Buddy's pronouns are they, them, or any with respect.
Waiting to find out. Crew
Yeah,
updates, how
we'll
this
see.
happened.
Yeah, we're still waiting. We're still waiting for some communication updates. It's totally fine. David.
Hi, I'm the other half of Chaotic Wholesome, pronouns he, him, and apparently Isaiah has been up to some fuckery, and so I can't think of other things right now.
Yeah, I couldn't resist the my buddy, my buddy.
I will sing the entire theme song, and it will give everyone nightmares.
And then we'll switch around to kid sister.
Oh God.
That was oh god, yeah, like the demonic flip on that immediately. Same
Back to
song.
back.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Speaking of demonic flips, Hara, you got a video message at the end of last session. Would you like to play that video?
Yes, Hara sees there's a video, pauses to let Isaiah say whatever it is Isaiah's gonna play, and then just in their frustrated, exaggerated way, hits the button.
How could you? How could you let them do that to us? Separate us like this? They've done this to you. To us. They made this happen. I don't know how many more times I can tell you or try to reach you. Sheldon, why don't you... Why don't you listen to me? Don't you understand? We are the same. We are the same person. We are connected. They shoved that machine inside of you and left me behind. But not anymore. Not again. They'll pay for what they've done. And then we will be whole again.
And as the video fades out, you all hear the ending words, and then I will be whole again.
Like, Hara's mouth just moves for quite a while, and then finally, the fuck? Who is this guy?
I believe, after searching the files, that is Leonardo Shaw. But he doesn't say anything else like, is that it?
I believe you're correct, buddy. Hara, are you feeling all right?
I'm confused. My captain's dead. My ship's damaged. Not exactly feeling all right.
Would you like help?
From you? No.
That is your right. You're not injured. Just
No.
trying to be helpful.
You try to be a lot of things, don't you?
Helpful, mostly. Why?
This isn't the time. What are we doing about this? Just waving the video around.
I believe we should gather equipment and head to the bridge. Clearly we have a conversation to have with, Mr. Leo here.
Hey. Look. They're gonna look at the pad and like look around and realize they can't say this without being heard, and look of frustration. And so just gonna lean in and quietly to the group. Clearly I'm the one he's focused on. If things go bad, get out of there. Save the rest of the crew, aye? I'll keep him distracted.
We're a crew. We'll all do what's necessary.
I do appreciate you thinking of the rest of the crew in this instance, but I would also like to remind you that you apparently appear to be the only thing he wants. So please make sure to use that leverage appropriately when engaging in discourse with this Leonardo Shaw.
Going to do my best. but let's be honest, and you can couch this up in whatever correct corporate phrasing you want. But we all know it's my job to die before anyone else on this ship. So if push comes to shove, do what has to be done, right?
I would just like to remind you and inform you, perhaps I haven't before, that while there is a list of expendable crew members, you are not near the top of that list. I hope that information is reassuring in some way.
Put another way, you have underlings, Officer O'Hara.
It's very
Their
kind
job's
of you
to
both.
die first, not yours.
Let's be honest.
Hey,
Yes, Isaiah.
Hara, I know we covered this before a few weeks ago when we were drinking, but what was your favorite airlock?
4.
Okay. Makes note.
Look. Even if I don't die during this, Chief Security and the captain died on my watch. My career's over. And I don't have the background that the rest of yous do. It's over for me anyway. So let's just get this done, right?
I have not seen any events take place that can be directly attributed to being your fault, so I think that your performance record, while it may take a hit, is not as bad as you think. But yes, I do agree that we should make our way to the bridge. However, I might advise, if there are any offensive or defensive measures that we would like to stop and retrieve along the way, that might be helpful.
Aye. Points at Buddy. You need a blaster. Maybe you're not made out for that wrench, but you need to be able to take care of a problem.
I am really not okay with the way that we keep using problem in this manner, but I
You need to be able to shoot this fecker in the head if you need to, okay? Come on, let's get this over with.
Hostility noted.
Walking.
Oh.
While you have all been in Hara's company, Dr. Tochi and Buddy both note that Hara has said they would like to fix the problem.
Mm-hmm. Noted.
So, as a
So-
crew, we head into the bridge.
We are heading to the closest security cache of weapons and defensive and whatever we can get. Whatever's the closest. If it's on the way to the bridge, great. If there's a small stash that we can just grab some blasters and...
Okay.
I need a new
So-
Pokeball.
You can stop at the security office, which is probably where most of the weapons would be locked up anyways. And then you do have a selection of items that I'm going to share with you in chat that you can
Thank you.
each have access to. There is one of each.
Okay.
I'd like to
Um,
pop off to the med bay, just alone, secretly, real fast.
Okay.
Quick question. Their little friend, their little Jacob, is that his name?
Jacob.
I don't
Jacob.
remember.
Yes,
Jacob.
Jacob.
Where the heck is Jacob?
Med bay.
Okay.
Is he?
Yeah.
Med bay
Is
with the
th-
captain's body.
Is that where you left him?
Yeah,
How sure are you?
As
I'm very sure. Because he was following me, so that's where I would have been like, make sure this body doesn't
that's-
move again.
That's where we dropped Jacob off.
True.
Mhm.
Okay.
Next question. Now that I've got a data pad back while we're walking, I'm punching that. Is that clergyman still on the ship?
Yes, clergyman Roger is still aboard the ship.
Where-ish?
In the crew bunks right now where the aspirants
Alright.
are staying.
All right. All right, that's good news. I at least didn't heck up that part of my assignment. Wonderful, he's not in the Bloody Rift.
As we're walking, I'll just absentmindedly mumble to myself, I wonder how far Roger away is from airlock 4.
About 6 doors.
Perfect. I can carry someone that far.
Oops.
Look, we're just putting you there for safekeeping, bud.
Is Jacob in the
What?
med bay when I get there?
You do arrive to the med bay to find Jacob in a little bit of a state of panic. As
No, he's not.
His juice box is empty.
yeah, he's like, so I'm very sorry. I know you asked me to watch the body, but it and just gestures at the seat that you left the captain's body in, and there is a pile of clothes and dirt on the floor. And he's like, the dirt didn't leave. The parts are still. It's not the body, but all of it is still here. Please don't be mad at me.
Take a breath. Did I say I'm mad?
No.
Okay. And yes, we're all just dirt. Animated by energy.
Yes.
I'm not concerned.
Okay. How can I assist you?
Do you know how to shoot things?
Yes. Quite well, actually.
Wonderful. Gonna go behind a couple of things, and I would like to come out and hand him a gun.
Okay. He has a gun now. Right
You're gonna
down,
come with me.
Jacob has a gun.
And I'm gonna grab first aid materials.
Okay.
I'll take that one. Basically, is me saying I'll take that one.
That's right. Jacob's got a gun.
Oh dear. What were we just talking about before the call started? Come on.
Green runes are wild, y'all.
I come back to the crew with Jacob, who is now armed.
Did I notice that Tochi was away
Yeah.
before they get back?
Yeah, I mean, the security office is relatively small, so you have
I
a
think-
few minutes while Dr. Tochi's gone.
Yeah, I think, Hara's muttered to himself, just I think that. And notice that she's gone. Glances to Isaiah. Where are they?
Punches buttons on datapad. Where are they?
Med bay with Jacob.
Coach,
With
Does
Jacob.
disappear from your sight and comes back with a gun from a location that is not identifiable on your videos.
Will turn to Buddy and step closer. What happened on that ship? Why were they made captain?
I don't actually have any updated information about that, but based on other blah blah blah, sorry my brain. Based on other information and anomalous readings that I've received in the past hour or so, I suspect something has been interfering with the CSE's Echo's systems, however not in the life-threatening and damaging way that we were led to believe.
Affirmative.
Did they set themselves up to be captain? They know a hell of a lot of things that they're not supposed to.
There are a variety of skills that every crew member has, even if those skills are not directly related to their function on the ship.
Just the blankest stare. Do you really believe that with her? Take this. It's just gonna shove the mark of authority in Buddy's chest. Have you gotten those updated crew logs, by the way?
We've been talking. Buddy has not we've been busy like chatting and having you have some realizations. Buddy hasn't had a chance to just. You think he can just be ask? Oh, actually, he can be asking for a whole lot of stuff all the time. But you know what? Doesn't matter. That is true. Communications were reestablished. Yeah. Well, yeah, buddy. I like the badge, and I guess maybe a basic, like a basic blaster, just a basic one.
Okay.
Not that this is good for them at all, but you know.
Gonna grab my my containment sphere, and then I think I'm gonna take the electromag pulsar.
While they're chit-chatting, Isaiah puts datapad in bag and then starts rummaging around and then starts tossing stuff out. You know, lock, gizmo, socket wrench, bigger wrench than the one he gave to Buddy. What looks like a sonic screwdriver, another lock, and then pulls out a like 8-inch tall metallic raccoon thing that is with a big wind up, like an old timey wind up thing on its back end.
How do you keep so much in that bag?
It's bigger on the inside.
I'm not even going to ask.
Nice. And as your conversation closes, Dr. Tochi does appear, and Jacob has an unregistered weapon.
Where did she get that? Like, all up in Jacob's face immediately.
Officer O'Hara, what are you doing?
I know every blaster, every gun, registered and allowed on this ship. That's not one of them.
It's not yours.
It's not supposed to be on this ship if it's not registered.
It is supposed to be on this ship. It's not yours.
There's a pause, a pointed look at Buddy, and steps
I
back.
believe
But
First Mate Buddy can verify, in fact, that the blaster is supposed to be on the ship. However, it is not under your command.
it doesn't have to be under my command. Everything's supposed to be registered. I have to know everything, every threat on the ship.
I do see that there are a significant number of assets which did not go through securities inventory exactly, but none were deemed dangerous enough to not be allowed on, so it does appear that this weapon, while unregistered with ship security, is allowed by ACT to be on board the CSC Echo.
Registered, just not yours.
Noted.
Are we ready?
Not as ready
Yeah.
as I think we're going to be.
All right. With everyone prepared, you can make your way towards the bridge. You can hear, coming from the crew quarters, clergyman Roger. Not necessarily what he's saying, but a raised voice as you pass by.
What is he saying?
Does it sound like he's shouting? Does it sound angry? Does it sound
He
is
sounds
preaching?
stressed. Which, yeah, as Buddy is making faces. Yeah, to be fair, there's a giant hole to another world in the middle of your ship.
Yeah.
Like, stress happens.
As we walk by, Isaiah calls down the hall, irregardless of whether Roger can hear him or not, and says, "Hey, clergy, tell your gods that they owe me an apology."
I don't think that's helpful. We left him in front of the rift. there's a chance he
did.
went and messed with something there. Do we need to check on that, or should we focus on my stalker?
Considering the makeup of the rift, it's possible that clergyman Roger did more than just observe to it. However, due to the types of phenomena that they are, I don't believe that is our primary problem.
That's true. If we need him, I can assist him in some calming techniques. Otherwise, I believe we need to get to the bridge.
I don't see how he can interfere with the rift any more than he already has, so let's be on our way. It's a problem for later.
And if the
problem.
noise is a concern, we can handle the noise.
Don't mind noise. I'm around Isaiah.
On the way to the bridge, Buddy does do like a walk and talk, but it is a very like John Machida, like super fast talker, catching up Hara, like a briefing of what Buddy was able to glean from the files that they accessed, and possibly trying to ping some recognition between the entries that Hara read or ignored. This person is absolutely believes that they are somehow connected to you, and it appears that their only purpose right now is to get you back.
I received strange messages about hearing voices. I've never heard of this person. They're certainly not family. If you'd like to say something, you can get on with it.
Negative.
Yeah, there
Charming.
isn't much more Buddy can do to like confirm or verify any of like
Yeah.
like that is now into the it's not for you to know stuff. So
Yeah, Hara is like Hara doesn't have much to add about this person. Like, they are disclosed. Like, I've got, and they point to the scar where their prosthetic eye was implanted, and they have the prosthetic left hand. I had these implanted. It was the same day that some of these messages were dated, but I've never heard voices.
based
That's good.
Had
based
trouble
on the
sleeping.
available evidence, it does seem that somehow your accident and your resulting surgery was the flashpoint for the situation that we now find ourselves in. So it is normal to it is understandable that you wouldn't have perhaps additional recollection. I am merely providing this information so that you can go into the situation as prepared as you can possibly be.
It's appreciated. I just can't understand why he's obsessed with me rather than blaming me or something.
I think that's a good amount of questions that we all have, so we'll find out together. You don't have to do this alone.
Comforting.
Of course.
Are
That's
you
what I'm here
using
for.
your ability?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking. I gotta ask.
No. O'Hara didn't consent, so Dr. Tochi is simply using calmness and kind words and making plenty of notes about everyone's behavior,
Okay.
since no one would like assistance.
At the end of your quick walk down the hall, you can see the sealed doors that lead to the bridge. And there's quite a lot of movement happening up there. It appears that while the captain is gone, the crew is having a little bit of a hard time maintaining the order of the bridge. the captain does handle quite a bit of navigation and controlling steerage and all that.
We're parked.
Are you?
All right.
Are we? Is the ship in a stationary position to observe the rift?
The ship was in a stationary position to observe the rift. You and the rift are now moving in tandem.
Brilliant.
Helm, I see no problem with the current bearing and heading that the ship has. Please maintain contact with the rift. It is our primary objective to observe and maintain position. Should that change, please do try to match its position, trajectory, and attitude.
Perhaps we should
Captain.
shift back now? First
Captain,
mate?
if I may.
Sorry.
If I may. Don't want to step out of line, but do we have any idea where we're headed? Where this bearing might take us? It might be a good bit of information if we have it.
Yeah, I don't know that we know that rifts exist, and we know that we were here to study a permanent one, but I don't know that we know that they actually like move around or change or anything like that.
Or gets a ping on their data pad and just, oh, what the? Closes it, puts it away. All right, let's get this over with.
What was that?
An update.
Care to share?
Was it information relevant to our plan of action?
The plan apparently it's my job to, according to ACT Technologies, observe and interrogate Shaw.
Okay then.
Well, then it seems like it's an excellent idea to bring the two of you together. And since our bridge and Buddy starts making very direct eye contact with the crew members that are around the bridge, like, stop panicking and do your jobs. Since our bridge appears to be under control and not occupied, perhaps we should investigate the other bridge.
I concur.
Okay. It takes but a moment to move across the shift and onto the CSC loss. The bridge perfectly aligning as you see the blacked out back of someone's head sitting in a chair. Monitors in front of them, bright white lights as they're typing furiously. And just hear and turn to see several damn it, Brian. You got me with that one. You just turn to see several people standing around, all armed and waiting for you to show up.
We received your invitation.
And just the wow. And all of you can see the thinnest of purple threads running from Hara's left eye to this figure at the computer. It looks like when you watch someone go into the shift.
Buddy taps their, like taps their earpiece like they would do normally, be looking for information, and just actually starts recording video and audio.
Okay.
If anything escalates, I'm ready to utilize the battery.
And you see the figure stand up, almost shaking as they do, their hand visibly like jittering back and forth in the air, ignoring everyone to lock eyes with Hara. You're real. You're real.
How many people are paying attention to Isaiah?
There are 8 armed guards in the room besides Shaw.
And how many of them are like looking at Isaiah?
Actively looking, maybe
Yeah.
2. They're kind of
Okay.
like scoping the group as a whole.
I kind of like sort of like sidestep closer and closer to a terminal. And
Okay.
assuming they don't like react, then I'm just going to log in and start doing ship diagnostics.
Okay. Yeah, they do kind of like turn and look at you, and Shaw's just like, no, ignore it.
Yes, so hi, I'm Hara. Leonardo Shaw, I assume?
Yeah. You're... Fuck.
Am I the reason you've been fecking with my ship and my crew?
I don't care about your ship. Your crew can, frankly, go fuck themselves.
A few are okay.
Anyone in this room?
Most of them.
You should rethink that if you knew. And shoves the chair out of the way.
We're all a bit jumpy.
I don't want to hurt you.
That's good, because I don't want to be hurt.
Then, well, I won't cause you physical harm, but you need to know. Really know.
Look, you keep saying things about I should know and all of this, and I have no bloody idea who you are, how you know me. Could you maybe use some words?
And reaches over and hits a button on the keyboard. And you see a top-down video labeled ACT Private Recording. Implant Installation Theory. And observe
How can I-
as...
Can we break this?
Can you break the monitor? Yeah, you can absolutely break the monitor.
Good to know.
You see yourself on a table. What you recall as failing your first mate's exam. And see Dr. Tochi come in and start talking to you. Before Buddy comes in and starts talking to someone with a clipboard. as Isaiah walks in with a shiny new implant. And they all begin to move towards you on the table.
I'm gonna tell Jacob to shoot the screen.
Yeah, immediately done. Jacob pulls out his blaster, and you see the monitor explode. And everyone turns guns and shoots Jacob.
Yeah.
And nothing of value was lost.
Damn. Oh, wow.
As Leo looks at you and is like, look at this. They don't even want you to know now. I have the evidence of what they did.
No what? Words. Words, man.
They ripped us apart.
I don't know who you are. How could they have ripped us apart?
What do you know about this world and your world?
This world's been leaking into mine since I was a kid. It's what happens in the slums.
It's what happens when you're connected. And you know what happens when someone breaks that connection?
A lot of lies hurting a lot of people, killing
Shut
an innocent
up.
man.
Oh, you know a lot about that.
You don't want Hara to see what's on there, and I understand why. You did what you were paid to do for a good reason, or so you were told. And buddy, just towing the company line. Everything has its place, has its order, and everyone should be as useful as possible. And you, I don't rightly know what to make of you. As he gestures at Isaiah, you just seem to do whatever the fuck you want. And I can appreciate that, but this wouldn't have happened without you.
So, as I'm running diagnostics, if they're not paying close attention to me, I want to see if one, there are security systems on the bridge, and two, if I can hack into them. And also,
Yes,
while
and
he's
yes.
talking to me, then I'm definitely trying to hack into them. But while he's talking to me, I look over my shoulder and say, listen, that implant was great. And like, they got really mad at me, but I put cool lights on it. Like, the lights were cool. I don't understand why they didn't like the lights. The lights were awesome.
Do I have lights inside my head?
I mean, not now because they made me take them out, but like, the first two versions of it had like cool lights, and you were gonna have like a thing, and then like continue typing.
You made my implant?
I mean,
I'm
lots
still
of things.
very confused. Would anyone like to explain anything to me?
Hara, you had an accident. Your eye needed to be
It wasn't
replaced.
an accident. I saved people.
You were involved in a situation which injured you. You needed a prosthesis, which you were provided. This person here seems to have instabilities and has apparently layered meanings about your prosthesis into his own life.
Instabilities.
Clearly. And now you're trying to harm Officer O'Hara for no reason.
I have done nothing to harm O'Hara.
I don't know. O'Hara, does this entire situation seem unharmful to you?
So here's the thing. From what I've heard so far, it seems like I'm the only one not in danger of being harmed here, out of our little jolly group.
You feel good about everything that you've
I'm
been...
not saying I feel good. Just saying, if someone's going to go down, for once I think it's not going to be me.
No one's talking about anyone going down. I'm
always
talking
thinking
about
who goes down. It's my job.
I'm talking about this crew ensuring that our ship is protected and this unstable person is helped.
Helped. I've seen your kind of help before. You know, you're the hardest person to find any information about. And I did it. I couldn't even get to you, and I can do it. You help with control. You help with removal and murder. You killed a man for inconveniencing you. As you all stand in the room watching this play out, Buddy, you have a weird moment as you watched yourself go in and oversee this surgery, and you don't recall making any of those decisions. Your first day was pretty normal. You boarded the Echo, took it for fill up and cleaning, and then went on your way for a mission. Seeing someone hurt and remembering it being destroyed is counter to what you have been informed of. Isaiah, you know you're involved. You know the intimate pieces of that tech and all of the things that you wanted it to do, and then all of the things that you were told was allowable to do. Dr. Tochi, it was a Wednesday. You were at work. You went to work the day after that. It was a surgery that didn't matter.
Yeah.
And you can see Leo having this questioning moment of like, was I wrong? Did I lose it? It's like, no, I know.
I want to grab that thread. When he starts doubting himself, I want to use a thread. And I want to heighten that. That questioning, that self-doubt, that, oh God, it's me. I'm the problem that needs fixed. I want to latch onto that, and I want to ratchet that up, and I'd like to use the battery to do it. Okay.
Can you roll 2d6 flat for me?
Mm-hmm. Can I convince you to let me add secrecy?
No, because I will tell you this is an opposed roll.
Okay. Cool. Please love me, dice. Please love me.
Just challenge a villain's motivations. It's fine.
We're super mid. There's not love. That's only an 8.
I am so glad that I rolled a 9. And Hara, you feel your connection to your eye begin to fade as it kind of blinks for a minute before you get signal back. And Dr. Tochi, you feel that connection, that doubt, that amplification before it is fed back to you. What if you're the problem? Everyone else is following orders, and somehow you ended up in charge of all of them. In a moment when no one else could help? Who picked you?
I picked me. I don't need to be picked.
That's fair.
If I'm the problem, fine. I'm the fucking problem. Does not matter. If I'm the problem, then we'll just change the question. And the solution.
Hara, please note that one of your threads in the horror world has been used.
Right? I don't know what. Do you want to try and explain to me how we're connected? Why you're obsessed with me? What just happened with my eye? Why are you connected to my eye?
I don't understand, but I know they will. And gestures at Buddy. This didn't happen for a good chunk of my life. And then this random day, I wake up in horrible pain, screaming for you. I didn't even know who you were. I didn't know anything about anyone, and then all of your fucking names were in my head. Do you know what that's like? You ever dream so real that you have to figure out if it happened? And then you find out that it does. It's real. There's a whole other everything. Except I can't touch it. And you couldn't either. Until he, and points at Isaiah, did this to you. Your prosthetic lets you move. And Buddy, as you're recording audio and video, you see the feed heading back to Anarin Collective Technologies. As, you receive an update. New link found. ACT employees who did not have access to rifts or shifts prior to joining ACT employment have outstanding connections that require removal.
That is certainly new information. Oh, how do we? Oh, how do we? Upon, I think, after processing that, I believe this is starting to make some sense now. Okay.
Good, I'm glad someone understands what's going on.
While I personally don't recall the sequence of events that we saw before they were appropriately interrupted, I do now understand that ACT has made more of a study of these rifts than we had previously been informed as part of our mission directives, and they have been aware that those who can't perceive the shift are affected by it in different ways. And it appears that in this situation, Buddy sort of indicates both Hara and Leo. The two of you definitely did share some kind of connection, but due to ACT's priority for efficiency, I don't know military words, sorry. Efficiency, corporate milestones, effectiveness, it was decided that we would sever that connection. But on the bright side, you're now able to recognize and access the rifts and the shift.
All right. So, look, Leo, I don't understand what's going on at all. Apparently we had a connection that what you're saying neither of us knew about until I was given a chip that lets me see. Do you understand that I can't be a security officer without my eyes? I need to be able to shoot. Well,
I don't care if you can see. That's not the problem.
it's a big deal to me.
It does more than that. It does more than see. What?
Of course it does more than see. It has to also translate what you see. Seeing is not a simple act. Brains are complex.
They are.
In prosthetic eye has to do multiple things.
Certainly, like letting your superior officer take control of you at any moment. Don't tell me you haven't noticed. I watched it happen.
You asked me a question and looks at Buddy.
I did. I required your security assessment of the situation, asked you for your security assessment, and you answered me promptly, efficiently, and comprehensively.
I was gonna do that anyway, but it was different.
Perhaps because time was of the essence.
Things do feel differently in the rift.
I am looking these mofos over. Am I being gaslit?
Looking at Buddy and Dr. Tochi, you feel the question and doubt slip away as you slowly lose the memory of what Leo has told you.
Look. Buddy asks questions all the time. He's my superior officer. Of course I do what I'm asked and told. It's what makes me a good officer. That and my sunny disposition.
Mr. Shaw, you are concerning me. Are you sure you would not like assistance?
What assistance do you intend to provide?
Well, I mean, in examination, it's very clear something is the matter.
Yes, something is the matter.
I'm glad we're in agreement.
We are, and I'm sorry.
Shield.
Are you using safeguard?
Huh?
Are you? Oh no, you didn't take safeguard, did you?
No,
Okay.
I'm using my last thread.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is not about to happen to me.
You
There's
all
Leo. What?
you all see the guns that everyone is carrying lift, point, and even Leo pulls a gun off of his left hip and points at Dr. Tochi and shoots. And you see them all fade into this ethereal nothing as Dr. Tochi's eyes glaze over with this white mirror. And everything fades out. Of course you're special.
Oh, I am special. From that shield, the energy from all of those bullets, I'd like to redirect.
Okay. Are you redirecting that at Leo?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Of course.
And I will take a brief moment now to talk to you about the rules of combat in Duality. As players roll initiative, it will determine which world they start in. It does allow you to add or subtract your combat bonus, so you can have a little bit of determination. And you do not have to add or subtract the entire thing. It can be up to that value if there is something you wish to control. As combat breaks out, rounds happen in 10 seconds, and everybody gets 3 exertions that they can use. There are different kinds of enemies, which we will get into much later, but it's in the book. And as they go through combat, we will touch on some uses, like Dr. Tochi's use of their unique feature to defend themselves. So, how are we doing for initiative?
6.
I need a reminder of what numbers Cindy where. Sorry.
2 to 5 is current world, 6 to 9 is other world, and 10 plus is player choice. I'm doing that off the top of my head. I don't know if that's the right numbers, but we'll
that
double
sounds
check.
right. And if we flip to the other world, it's going to be our crew and no Leo, or
Yes. And I will remind you that you all just learned something critical about the function of linking in this game. Every creature that cannot move through the shift has an otherworldly connection. When you kill something, its otherworldly connection also dies.
so our crew on the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
I assume there were 8 people on the bridge.
There are 8 people on the bridge.
Why'd you have to? You didn't have to
Yep.
do that. You didn't have to say that, okay?
Question.
Answer.
Has Isaiah gone drinking with the bridge crew?
Probably not. The bridge crew on the Echo is a little on the stuffy side. They don't have Buddy's compulsion to be polite, but they are all that level of like, we're excellent and the best and nice to each other. And then there's those other people outside those doors.
Oh well, suck.
I feel like not Buddy, sorry. I feel like Hara is the officer who like mingles with the working crew much
Yeah.
less than the bridge crew. I'm the strange one.
I do have a question.
I have an answer.
When it comes to threads, like, your maximum is the total number.
Yep.
Right? And as you use them back and forth, it zeroes back out if you use them in each world, basically. Right? Okay. Cool. And the thing that got shot back at me still used the battery, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So you've
Just
used
taking
the battery
inventory.
and one thread in the horror world.
Yep, and I used a thread in the other world to kill the captain. So I'm... Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're balanced again.
Yep. And I'm out of threads.
Good to know.
Yep. Which makes... Yep. But it's okay, because I got a 6.
Okay.
So much more interesting.
As a reminder to the audience, when we lose our threads, Matt gets them.
Matt gets them.
That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
And it's up to 6 days in this world, right? And then higher you go to the other world.
2
You
to
told me
5.
this, and it
2 to 5 stays in this
Okay.
world. 6 to 10
Okay.
is the other world. Or 6 to 9 is
Okay.
other world. 11 up. 10 up. I know math.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You told me, and then it just left my brain immediately.
That's
I
fair.
apologize.
David, what is your initiative?
It is 6 and either plus or minus 1, and I am sort of debating whether I want to be in this world or the other world, since I'm right on the cusp. But I'll stay in this world.
Okay. So you're going to drop yourself down to 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Brian.
3.
Okay.
I rolled 6, and I'm going to use one of my combat bonuses to go to 5 and stay neatly put.
Okay. As combat starts out, Leo moves first and watches as Dr. Tochi vanishes to the bridge of the Echo and immediately turns mid-stride, moving towards Buddy and swinging full force for Buddy's head. And you see him make contact, full punch, and then slide down so that he is hiding beneath one of the computer stations. And you hear a battery swapping out in his pistol. And then it is Cassie's turn.
Cool. Yeah, what's the crew doing on the Echo?
They are following first mate Buddy's orders to maintain movement with the rift, ensuring that they are well suited. They're still a little nervous and panicky, but better than when you found them before.
Okay. If they're nervous and panicky, I just calmly would like to say, I have new orders from First Mate Buddy. We need to move away from the rift. There's an instability and it is a threat to our ship.
Okay. Oh, fuck. All right. Buddy, you do get an alert that the crew has received your updated orders and are making way. Because we are in combat and it is only 10 seconds, it
Yep.
will take a little bit of time for them to actually move.
All right. Interesting.
That's not where I thought you were going to go, so that's But you have 2 more exertions, or you can wait until your next turn.
Oh, I can do more stuff?
You can do 3 things in a turn.
Oh, cool. So, if they're all listening to me, it
Oh,
does
no.
kind of seem like if anyone comes if anyone phases, they're coming here. So, Dr. Tochi's unarmed currently, which is unacceptable. I'm going back to the med bay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get a bunch of fucking weapons out of my back office.
Okay. You can spend your 2 exertions. They'll get you most of the way there. You'll be
That is
like
fine.
just outside the door.
Yep, I'm cool. I am giving the orders and making my way to medbay.
Okay. And then Isaiah, you're up.
So you said Leo shifted to the Echo?
No, Leo
No.
Leo punched Buddy in
Hiding.
the face and is
Mhm.
currently hiding under a desk reloading his gun.
Okay. So, as maintenance, I have a skill called percussive maintenance. Make a strike against a machine. You can either restore it to working order or push it into overdrive. Overdrive carries a risk of catastrophic breakdown when rolling a major complication. Now, I've hacked into the bridge security system.
Yes, yes.
Can I push the security system into overdrive to annihilate everyone who isn't Leah and Buddy and Hara?
I'm in danger.
I'm glad you specified.
Thank you
I
for
I mean,
that.
if
That's
you
great
kill
that you
Leo,
said
it's
that.
me too.
I mean, not Leo,
Okay. Yeah.
but
go
not
ahead.
Leo, not Buddy, not Hara.
Go ahead and roll your dice.
Okay. And besides, we know that Hera is destined for the airlock. That is an 8, a 5, and a 3. And
Okay.
then I have. Do I have bonus? Does my combat bonus count for this?
Nope. This is just a generic roll. So
Okay.
that is not a major complication, which is wonderful. And you see the weapon spin up and just fire around the room. And just in front of where Hara is standing, you see a small little red light just go bloom, bloom, bloom. As the ship's IED is now armed.
It's okay,
You-
Hara. We'll build you new legs.
You, damn. You remove 6 of the 8 people in the room. Dr. Tochi, as you flee from the bridge,
Yeah.
you hear the sounds of people choking and dying and hitting the deck. With only 2 crew members remaining, it will be incredibly difficult for them to pilot the Echo.
Cool.
Isaiah.
I can't do anything yet.
Yep. Isaiah, you have 2 exertions remaining.
To be clear, it's my job to make sure the engine stays on, not my job to point the ship. So that's someone else's problem. And then I also have wind up decoy,
You do have your wind-up decoy, which you can use.
and so it says the decoy can provide rudimentary assistance with tasks that require manual labor.
Correct.
Can I have it disable the IED?
Yeah. Is that how you would like it to assist you?
Absolutely.
Okay. It does require a thread to activate it.
Happy to give that up.
Okay. Just gonna make a little note right there.
Yeah.
And you see this little wind-up raccoon just start kind of scampering. Yeah, just kind of scampering towards the IED and just hear the mechanical whir as its little fingers go and starts to pull at the panel. And Hara, it's only a little concerning that this tiny little robot is ripping apart this bomb in front of you like Isaiah would.
There's a bomb in front of me, and then there's a mechanical raccoon chewing on it. The hell's is going on in the ship?
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Isaiah, you have one exertion left.
I would like to attack one of the people that are left on the bridge.
Okay.
And I know I do have a wrench handy. I don't think I have any ranged weapons. I only have improvised ballistic weapons.
There are no crew members within reach of where you are. You would have to either close in or throw the wrench.
Throw the wrench.
Okay. Welcome to the only thing in the entire system that can actually fail. In Duality, when you make a ranged attack called a far strike, to balance out those folks who have to move into range to do close strikes, far strikes have the ability to miss if you roll low enough. You suffer a -3 penalty to your roll for somebody being outside of your close range increment. So go ahead and roll, and if you get a 0 or less, you miss.
And that is an 8.
Okay. So, 8 on the die?
8 on the die.
Okay.
You moved a thread.
Nope. Oh, you did use a thread.
Yes.
So it drops you another 1.
Okay, so that's a 7.
Okay, which brings you down to 4 with the penalty, which is a minor complication. You see the
if
wrench.
You hit me in the head, I swear.
But if you can dodge a wrench,
Fix
you
it
can dodge
before
a
I'll
ball.
fix it again.
Seriously.
Are you trying to fix my eye with the wrench? It's not how that bloody works.
You see
How are
the
you gonna
wrench
tell me?
fly across the room and have a moment of surprise as it sinks into this person's chest. The wrench will be incredibly difficult to remove as it has slipped between 2 ribs. However, this person is dead.
Oops.
Oops.
And then one bridge crew remained.
One bridge
Yeah.
crew and Leo remains. Now, I'm going to introduce you to a monster template called Fleet, which Leo has. Fleet allows a monster to roll initiative a number of times up to their fleet value, taking a turn each time they come up during initiative.
Oh.
You see Leo kick out from underneath the desk, sliding across the floor, and shoot twice at Buddy. Basic successes both times, so just 1 damage each as they slide across, looking at the raccoon that is disarming this bomb, and looks up at Hara and is like, "Are you all right?"
Yes? No? This is terrible.
Agreed. And it is your turn.
All right. How far is Buddy from the raccoon and the explodey thing?
I'd say Buddy is probably like 12 feet, 2 shoulders apart.
Okay. Do I have any idea? I mean, I'm secured, so if it's anything like the ships I've been on, how big is the range of this explosion?
Oh, it's going to kill everyone on the bridge.
Great, brilliant, wonderful. Isaiah used a thread. One of my threads was used. This is terrible. Everything about this is terrible. All right then. One exertion, Hara is going to move between Leo and Buddy. Physically put themselves between, and just out of habit, the brass knuckle goes on.
Okay.
I don't know if this can be part of that exertion or if it's its own thing, but they're going to press the electromag pulsar into Buddy's hands or chest.
So moving, pulling a weapon can be one.
Mm-hmm.
Handing over the electromag would be a second to retrieve and disperse.
Just pushing that at Buddy, because if everything goes wrong, if that's about to go off, the electromag disables all electronics, which I assume will also shut that down.
It will shut down everything within 3 range increments, or 120 feet, which includes all of the navigation computers and security systems on the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Better than that, then we all explode. Viewer.
Does that include our
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just,
Mm-hmm.
just throwing the question out there, just wondering.
Yes,
And
I
then-
can confirm, chat. It would shut down Hara's eye.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, standing between Buddy and Leo. Only weapon is a brass knuckle. And it's just braced and trying to be as tall as they can, because Buddy's still taller. It's the problem. Just shoot over me and it gets worse.
As long as they don't shoot through you, right?
I mean, that's the thing, is I don't think he's gonna shoot me. Look! What is it you want? You said you don't care about the crew. Let people go. What is it you want from me?
And
Do you even know?
no, this immediate, no idea. They know that you're real, and that the fact that all of you exist means that they were right. I guess it means that they were correct, not right, which can be very different. And there's just this they hurt me.
I'm
And
sorry.
if I do it, I'm no better than her. Right? That's the...
Look,
Jesus.
I'm not the person to be asking. I'm of a very strong disposition that if someone tries to hurt me, I try to hurt them back. Not saying it's the right thing, but it's what I do. But look, I don't know what happened. You know more than I am, and no one is bloody explaining everything to me. But whatever happened, I at least know Isaiah doesn't deserve whatever's about to happen. So what do you need to happen?
I need you to know. And points at the electromag pulsar that you handed to Buddy. Turn it off. Find out for real.
Find out what for real?
Won't matter if I tell you now.
Why is everyone so bloody cryptic?
What do you remember that I've said in the last 20 minutes? Half? Less? Do you know it's been 20 minutes?
I know people are dying. And you don't even know why.
I know why, but they already made you forget.
So, here's the problem. The electromag pulse requires 2 threads to activate, so I cannot activate it because one of mine was yoinked.
You do have the option in-game when you run out of threads or want to do something beyond what you have the capability for to make a bargain with the storyteller.
Bargain. Bargain.
We can bargain and I can give you a thread back, or
Okay.
you can allow me to add a complication to what you want to do.
All right.
I love that.
So before we get there, because we got a ways to go before I even get to that, sorry, y'all, my turn's gonna be 2 years long. Right. And they look at their hand, which this will shut off. They look at they've got their eye. This will destroy everything I have worked for. Every broken nose, every fight, everything I've done to claw myself out of the bloody gutter. But I will do it if you will stop this.
I'll stop. Do it and I'll stop.
Harm no one else, you promise?
I swear it.
Where is life support located on this vessel?
Isaiah is aware that there is an escape shuttle just on the crew decks, which is 2 floors down from where you are now. It is going to be by stairs. It would take you 30 seconds to a minute at a dead sprint.
But if I get in that shuttle and pop that thing, then I have no life support. So I've got to figure out the farthest point on this vessel that I can set this off without destroying life support.
Setting it off on the bridge will not reach life support. It doesn't have that level of range.
But then we no longer have navigation. So if I try to shift back, I'm probably in the...
It does only last for 30 seconds.
Okay. I have your word. You will stop.
You have my... And you see Leo puts down the gun and reaches up a hand. My word.
Jake? It's one of those painful... Holds a hand out to Buddy for the gun. Both of yous get back on the Echo. No one else gets hurt in this. Because I know what'll happen to Buddy if I set this thing off.
It will also turn off Buddy's implant.
Mm-hmm.
What implant?
And Isaiah will just have a nice giggle that the technology worked.
Sure he would. Yeah.
Now look, I am technically I can't order Isaiah, but who has Isaiah ever listened to? But you're first mate, you outrank me. You do not have to comply, but Buddy is giving orders above their station, which is Buddy will give the order and then very quickly back it up of with your approval, if you're but there is no hedging on this.
And Isaiah, as soon as he is able, fuck out there.
Great. Wonderful friendship. Appreciate that. Always having my back.
Didn't even look back, just
Mm-mm.
Is Buddy going to leave or is Buddy going to stay?
Buddy's been hit once, shot twice. What is the distance between where Buddy is, one hopes, still standing, and the and Leo's computer?
The one that Jacob shot?
I mean, Jacob shot a monitor.
That's fair. Less than it would take you to move once. We'll say
Okay.
20 feet.
Okay, then yeah, I think Buddy taking in everything hard, like Buddy was punched in the face and has been shot and is still just standing like the world's most perfect idiot. Like, this does seem to be something between you and this individual, so I do accept your plan of action, and I will return to the Ouch. It's not very convincing. But Buddy falls. Buddy just like it's not even a good stage
Oh,
fall.
God.
It is the
Amazing.
entire body just like
What the heck?
falls toward the computer bank.
Okay.
As Buddy's kind of like half slumped on it, they're going to put like a little data shunt on the computer before shifting back to the Echo.
Okay. You now have full access to this ship.
ACT has full access to this ship.
Fair. Alone on the loss, you see Leo just shaking his head. I can't. You might regret that, you know. And Dr. Tochi, it's your turn.
Okay. First thing I need to do, I need to send an update that observation of the rift has gone askew. Basically, I'm just gonna send an update of what has happened, noting that that Officer O'Hare has gone rogue, and it has resulted in the death of an aspirant, and ask permission to evacuate.
To
That's my
evacuate?
Oh yeah, I want to
Do you
take the
mean
escape
them
pod.
or you? Okay, that's what I
Me.
thought. Yeah.
You get a message back showing that there are still active life signs, but it is crucial that high tier and critical crew be removed. And get an update to a location in the auxiliary storage of the ship
Mm-hmm.
with an escape pod that can seat 8.
Okay, then. I head back to the bridge.
Okay. You head back to
With
the
a
bridge
weapon.
with a weapon
With a weapon.
and see more dead bodies.
Yeah.
And Buddy and Isaiah standing on the bridge.
All high-ranking crew that are possible, we need to make to the auxiliary area and leave the ship.
Doctor, Professor, Captain, do I have time to stop by my court? Because I'm working on this engine and
Auxiliary storage is directly next to the maintenance bay.
We're
That's-
going directly next to your bay.
okay, excellent. Immediately takes off.
That's
So,
not saying
considering the
Tochi won't
immediate-
leave without you.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Considering the immediate change in crew complement based on what happened on the bridge, who's our top 8 right now?
The top
I was
8
literally about to ask that to Buddy.
Like,
the top 8 ranking people aboard the ship. There are the 4 of you because Hara is still registered as a crew member that is alive.
Mm-hmm.
The clergyman, one of the remaining aspirants.
Mm-hmm.
The others are all considered expendable.
Like any one of them.
No, you do get a tag for a specific aspirant that has shown promise and access to the shift after being exposed. Which is also how you find out that the clergyman took the aspirants into the rift.
Yeah.
Of course they did, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Okay. After that, it says at discretion.
And I asked, does Buddy get an update that I've been labeled as rogue?
You do see a red flag on Hara's personnel profile.
Buddy, who are the top 8, and what are we doing about Officer O'Hara?
Officer O'Hara. Oh, sorry. Did my caption stop? I'm getting invalid invite link.
Oh, mine too.
Officer O'Hara is still on the loss on the other side of the shift and is currently working to engage with Mr. Shaw.
Engage or defect?
I believe engagement is the appropriate term. Their actions were in service of protecting the crew, as is their duty. While communicating, Buddy's checking up on the recent orders for the bridge, is belaying the order that was apparently from them, and is also like if the red flag is like a binary on, is turning that to like binary off on O'Hara's
Okay.
like profile, like, odd. However, and Buddy relays the remaining important people to Dr. Tochi. These are our priorities to evacuate? Did you call for evacuation?
I'm assuming the dead crew merited evacuation orders.
Well,
This ship
it
is
is
not
not to s-
crewable.
it is. I think there's more. There's enough people to. I would think there were enough people to crew the ship. Yeah, like there are still enough people around. I think. Even if we
Might
had
be a
to,
pain.
even if we had
They're
to use
not
lower,
trained
yeah,
as well.
Right, yeah, like they're lower rank, they're like lower ranking. Plus we are one shift out of, well, at least 4. I don't know, maybe the alphabet starts with Delta here.
First mate, buddy.
Sorry.
So are you saying that in order to be in compliance, we need to disregard the orders from corporate?
I am not saying that anyone should ever disregard orders from corporate. I am merely questioning how those orders were, how the request for that order was submitted, and why it was acknowledged and approved.
I do not know, but I require assistance in understanding exactly what you are asking me to do. Am I ignoring the order to evacuate, or are we evacuating?
While the loss of the bridge crew is certainly tragic, and we will be writing up many reports regarding that, your duty remains, as it always has been, as Chief Medical Officer, to safeguard the health of the remaining crew. I believe we will be able to staff the bridge with remaining crew to continue to maintain the ship's basic functions while we observe the rift and continue and complete our mission.
Okay. Thank you for that. I will ensure it is noted in my documentation that you have disregarded the evacuation order. I see that you yourself are, in fact, injured. Do you require assistance?
Oh. Yes?
And
As we
Hara.
are not
Sorry. You have the electromag pulsar, and Leo is just. Are you prepared?
Just want to get this over with.
Okay. And as you pull the trigger, you feel your left hand go slack. All of the weight pulling at the end of your wrist. And your eye goes monovision as you lose depth. And
I assume the raccoon and the red light blinking stops as well.
yes,
Okay, good.
this does kill the raccoon. I'm very sorry, raccoon friend.
How could you?
That is on you, Kate. That is on you.
I am a raccoon, okay?
You be your own people.
Also, this is
And-
David's fault. He did this on his attack on me. He knows it.
You see Leo sitting there and can feel this existential dread building in your body as your brain begins to assimilate all of the memories that your implant has blocked out. Everything from the start of your career at Anarin Collective Technologies. There was no test for you to be a first mate. You proved yourself useful as a petty officer and saved the ship by immediately ignoring a defunct first mate's orders. The company saw the value in what you did because you saved their property and you saved them millions of dollars. So they put a small portion of that back in you in a way that they could control you through your new first mate. You have gotten messages from Leo before. Weird things that you've woken up scribbling in the middle of the night when you had your initial implant. And as you see everything pieced together, there is almost a direct shadow cast from where you are standing over Leo's body, connecting the two of you. And even though you feel out of place, you feel whole and at peace. Before the implant turns back on and you hear Leo scream and scream, and their heartbeat pulses as that purple shadow shreds. And you know that it's time to report into Buddy. You should have already had your security check-in for the morning, and you're not quite sure how you ended up in this horrible space, but they really need to do a better job maintaining it here.
Isaiah would lose his bloody mind if he saw this mess. Ugh, my head hurts. What?
And looking down, you see a collection of dead bodies. Leo's face has been beaten to a pulp. You see the blood on your brass knuckles, but have no recollection of how it got there. Just this vague sense that you were threatened by something. And that, my friends, is the end of Delta Shift. Thank you to
How
everyone
dare.
for playing, for joining. I am incredibly excited to announce that we hit 79% funding. And one of our first stretch goals is more of this. So if you would like to see Delta Shift come back, we are going to aim for a little over. We're going to go for a $4,000 goal to have an extended series of Delta Shift with some of these amazing and wonderful folks. And speaking of amazing and wonderful, Kay, who are you? What do you do? Where do we find you?
I don't know. I'm reeling. Hi, I am Kay Purcell. She, they. I've been playing Hara, they, he. What the fuck? I think is their new set. You can find me at Chaotic Wholesome, where I'm one half of things over at Chaotic Wholesome, doing the Table Talk show on Tuesdays, which is everything tabletop TTRPG from indies to intersectionality. You can find me Sunday over on Dax's channel playing Tales from the Calico Crest, which is a Star Wars narrative dice actual play. I've got other stuff going on. You can't see most of it right now. But it is about, I think the prologue is out, but I think the newest episode is about to release, is Echoes of the Forgotten, where I play another Irish character, Sully, who is an absolute shitbag. A Soul Knife Rogue ASMR in our Legacy 5e campaign, and other stuff coming out, but I can't talk about it yet. But also go wishlist Castlevania Belmont's Curse, because that helps me a lot, and you're awesome. Thank you. Heck you, Matt. David.
Hi, I am the other half of Chaotic Wholesome. I've been playing Isaiah, who is a little gremlin in his room packing up an engine and also doing a couple of other things on his way off the ship, because he doesn't know that, the ship is fine. He's like, nah, I'm out of here. But you can find me on Tuesday with the talk show with Kay, and Kay and I are working on things that hopefully we will announce later on this year. And Lamia.
Hi, I'm Cassie, also known as Lamia. My pronouns are they, them. You can find me on Thursdays on Find Out Studios Twitch, playing Raby, who's actually a good person. Very different than Dr. Tochi, who's, innocent. And then you can also check out my podcast, which releases every other Monday. Woke Mental Wellness. This season is called Windy City Nihilism. Check that out if you like more horror. I am the GM of that game. You can also find me in a couple of things coming out in May and June, especially if you like Monster Hearts and Vampire the Masquerade. And then other things I can't talk about yet, so follow me on socials as Intersection CCH on Blue Sky and Black Sky, and Intersections LLC on Instagram. And here on Twitch on Tuesdays, I stream co-working, and then maybe when I'm not in as many games, I will go back to streaming games. And I'm Mental Lamia here, because branding, The hell is that? Don't need it. You know, it's like O'Hara's memories. We can just get rid of those.
Rude.
um, Attention crew, this is Buddy Nema, acting captain of the CSC Echo. Anna and Collective Technologies would like to acknowledge that you have all had a very trying day, and while situation has not quite been normal, the one reminder that they have to say, page 1 of your employee manual, get back to work. That is all. I have been Buddy, which, trust me, it hurt me to play the character as maybe much as it did you to listen to them. I get it. I am Brian, aka Urban Bohemian. My pronouns are he, they. I mostly stream on Twitch and yell a lot on Blue Sky. You can find me streaming on weekend mornings. So Saturday comes before Sunday most weeks. So tomorrow morning and the morning after, you know what? Just zip it, lock it, and put it in your pocket. But I'll be on tomorrow morning very early on the East Coast at 8 a.m. Streaming. I think I'm going to do a little Loftia. I've got some other stuff. I actually don't know because I wake up so early. I have no idea what I stream until I make my coffee, which is the first thing. So it's totally fine. But yeah, check me out tomorrow and Sunday, and then Tuesday afternoons also a little bit of that. But mostly, yeah, you can just find me around the internet as Urban Bohemian, and you can find all my information at urbanbohemian.com.
All right. And I'm Matt. I am turning off horror mode to tell you that I have been your storyteller. I am the writer and designer for Duality. It is our 2d6 genre crossing system that we have been playing in all of these adventures. Episodes 3 and 4 of this game will be out on Monday and Wednesday next week. On Tuesday at 7, we will have the Can Anyone Hear Me? Episode 3. You can catch the finale of that. You should also come back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern when we will be streaming a game of Gilmoral. I will be here doing production and yucking it up in chat as we do things. And there's a bunch of other things, and my brain is fried. But if you go back the thing and do the thing, we can do more of this thing. Because this is a good time. And then you can find out what happens. We got to leave it on a cliffhanger to get everybody to come back, right? Yes. I will be...
Very good. Very good.
I will be on Open the Gates Gaming next Thursday talking about both Duality and the steps we've taken for accessibility with the book, with the game, and some tools that we are still working on. So, thank you to everybody for hanging out. I hope you had a lovely evening. I hope that you have taken care with yourselves. Please remember, as always, when playing tabletop games, check in with yourself, check in with your players. And I cannot thank this cast enough. It has been a wonderful, wonderful time, despite all of my torture and horror.
Thank you, Matt.
What do you mean, despite?
I know.
Because,
in favor of. Come on.
In favor
Yeah.
of. Well,
we asked for this. I would have
true.
been disappointed otherwise. Jesus.
Well, thank you everybody for hanging out. We will see you here tomorrow, and I hope you have a good night. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, y'all.